Hi, I'm Coach Abby. Thank you for joining me at Love Advice TV. Love Advice TV is a channel that has been developed solely for the purpose of helping you with your relationship issues. This video is addressed specifically to my amazing over 50-year-old male audience. And I find that many of my clients, which are over 50, have discussed the situation with me. And I thought that I would go ahead and make a video on it and basically discuss a little bit about the syndromes or the symptoms of menopause. And menopause, although maybe similar to menopause, it really is more to do with our male audiences. And this subject could be a little bit sensitive, but I think it needs to be addressed. One of the most important things is that the brain is the body's most important sex organ. There, said. I am so happy that's done. And the reason that I'm happy that's done is because it's true. And many times when men reach a certain age, they start feeling a little bit of lack of, they start having certain insecurities. And their insecurities might stem from maybe they start losing their hair. Maybe physically they don't feel the ability to perform as they did. Maybe it's just all of a sudden they might start feeling a void. Many times we look at that void as something that has been created by our partner, and it really is not. And I think it's important to really dig deep into yourself and see perhaps the different components as to why you might be feeling the way you are. Emotional issues. Let's take a look at emotional issues as it affects our libido in general. So stress, the anxiety to perform, the boredom in our present relationship. Many times we've raised a family, we've taken each other for granted, and, that little bit of excitement is gone. And we think that it has to do with our mate, and it really doesn't. And it's also our lack of testosterone. Just things start to change. We also find ourselves during this period to start developing poor communication habits with our spouses, with our partners. And it really has a lot to do with the anger and the frustrations that we have inside. Once again, we're aging. We don't feel that maybe we can satisfy as we did before. And we have a tendency of blaming each other. Specifically, the males blaming their partners. And from this, many times, affairs begin to spring up. And we look at affairs because obviously there's something missing in our relationship, but also as our last resort many times and hoping that our youth is returned through it. And we quickly see that it is not. And it's very, very important to be sensitive to this and discuss your issues with your partner, the woman in your life, the person in your life. And with that, you open up a communications to think that there's so many other ways that you can be creative and respark and have a wonderful relationship, both intimately as well as going into that third part of our adult years. Our body image and our self-esteem is really something that, creates such a distress as well. It's not only a woman issue. I have clients that, they talk about so many things that I personally would not even imagine myself that they were so sensitive about. Besides the loss of libido, besides the ability to perform as they did, just the most simplest thing, just, losing their hair. And little do they know how unbelievably attractive many women find bald men, and how unbelievable attractive men over 50 can be. We attribute all these things to a void in our relationship. And many times we look to end it for such the wrong reasons, instead of literally discussing this with our partner and together building a stronger foundation. please book a session with me. It would be my pleasure to discuss the different ways of addressing this situation. Sometimes we're shy about it. Sometimes we're not sure. We feel that it even is, it puts us in a vulnerable stage. Vulnerability is very sexy. It's okay. It's fine to be vulnerable. It's authentic. It's being open. Please make sure to hit the subscribe button and leave your comments below. I will review each and every one of them and respond to them in a timely manner. Until next time, I'm Coach Abby.